let's get started. Hi everyone, feeling Soleil here with another video. I'm so glad that you were able to tune in with me. Thank you again so much for your support. I appreciate you guys tuning in here for my August review. If you do or don't, I understand. I just appreciate you showing up for me. I know it is October. Now that I'm finally gonna be able to get a couple more things in motion, I know I've been saying that a lot. This has been a very monumental time for me, and I'm excited to go forward with a lot of new exciting things in the future, but that's also to be discussed in the future. We want to talk about August, considering it was my birthday month. So of course I celebrated all month long. I had a wonderful surprise celebration by friends, and I was just happy to be around them and them just kind of pour into me and just love on me, and I just really appreciate them. I cannot thank them enough. So obviously that was a major high. I can say usually from birthdays in the past, I've always planned something. I've always just said, like, you know what, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this type of experience. But this year, considering it is the last year in my 20s, I really just took a time to rest and sit back and reflect. And I was able to just look and see exactly what has happened, what has occurred, and what do I look forward to in the future. So I just surrendered it. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna put my hands up and just be like, this is what it's going to be. This is how it's going to work out. If it works out, it works out, and I'm just gonna trust it and I'm gonna leave it there. And to my surprise, there was a lot of cool things done for me for my birthday. So I am excited. And of course, just the expectation and things like that when it comes from birthday to birthday sometimes makes me a little anxious, if I'm being honest. Like Instagram and just a lot of things that social media does when it comes to all of these high stakes of like, oh my gosh, you're getting a year older and this needs to happen, it needs to be like this, and it has to look this certain way. And I've come to realize a lot of the things that I was able to acknowledge when I woke up on my birthday, which it was a Sunday, to just reflect and make sure that I gave honor and thanks just for another day of life, because, you know, a lot of people are not fortunate to see 29. Not a lot of people are able to make it to 29. Or just the fact that to really just acknowledge that every day is really just such a blessing in itself. I was able to really reflect over that. When it comes to highs and lows, there were a lot of highs, there were a lot of great things that were going on. When it comes to lows, I think a lot of it is just like mindset and expectation and just rewiring of that, because I can get myself worked up. I can get into these type of mindsets, and I think it was a great opportunity just for me to just kind of reevaluate how I see things and how I can change, you know, what I'm able to change. You know, of course, there's a lot of factors in life where sometimes it's just out of your control, and coming to terms with that, because that can be frustrating and it can be hard when you want something, you know, as hard or as bad as you want. And then sometimes if you want the best for yourself and you don't reach the goals that you want, don't beat yourself up. Just continue to show up for yourself. Never let go of that willpower. Continue to refine it. I can honestly say that low became a lesson in a way that, you know, the willpower that you have will always test you to be better, because I was raised to be my word. And if I say that, I even say to myself what I want to do or who I want to become, I know that I'm holding myself accountable by how I feel when I wake up each day. And I think anytime as I get a year older, definitely just the reflection of that and exactly what I can expect for myself when it comes to what are the things that I want, what are the things that are considered priorities and needs for me, and how am I showing up for myself to make sure that those things are happening. And I think that has been a wonderful thing to start another, you know, wonderful, beautiful year for myself on, and I'm thankful for that. One of the lows that I also had was the fact that usually on my birthday I always try to release a video of just little gems of wisdom and knowledge that have been passed on to me that I try to share with, you know, you guys, so you guys can benefit from the things that I have learned. And for some reason, my audio kept cutting out. And then I realized that my mic that I have usually when I take to shows or I go to conventions and everything had a short in it and also was just giving me issues and was just cutting out at any point in time. So I'm thankful that I have a backup mic, but I only use it for stationary videos like this. So I put it up as a boom mic so that I'm able to, you know, catch that audio and not have to worry about it, because it's just too big for the camera that I use, the Sony ZV-1. It's a setback, but it's not a full stop. And I think that's the power of that too. And I think that also was a low for me for like August, where it was just like that was happening. And it kind of just made me really take a break from vlogging altogether. It was a minor setback, but to me, it was so much bigger than that. And that's where I can say sometimes when you put things in your mind and you add to more than what it actually is. You take a situation, you take a roadblock that happens, and it's like you add more barriers on top of it. And in this case, that's kind of what I did. So I kind of learned in this lesson that sometimes you have to really evaluate and approach a situation for what it is, so then you can actually be able to look at it and be like, it actually isn't as bad as I thought. I'm always someone where I can be in my head and be very honest with myself that if something happens, I immediately think the worst case scenario. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really bad. I have to figure out how to think of this. I'm like, it's like a fire, I have to put it out. Even though there can be situations where it actually isn't as bad. If anything, it's not even really a problem to begin with. It's just a matter of how to navigate to make sure that you can get it resolved. And I have been able to now become more the wiser for those things. And I'm so thankful for that. It is a lesson sometimes to be able to just acknowledge what's considered a problem, what's really something that needs a new perspective. And I'm thankful for that insight as well, because anything that you address as a problem, you know, and even though it's not, you can probably cause more issues in the future. I didn't even write August down. Like, that's how busy I've been ever since July. I have just been going ever since. So for August, it was kind of like a balance between trying to force myself to rest and also just trying to get ready for what the rest of this year is gonna bring, considering that we are in the later months of 2024 now, which is so crazy to think about. And I have just been blessed in a lot of ways. And sometimes just forcing myself to sit really still to acknowledge that has been huge. And that's a lesson too, where you can just come to realize, you know, sitting down and doing nothing is still productive. Just like when you do workouts, when you decide to show up for yourself physically, to feed your body, to make sure you strengthen it, you go through strength training and things like that. Recovery is just as important as your performance because it affects that. So sometimes for us mentally, for me mentally, speaking for myself, when you are able to sit still and do absolutely nothing, it's also productive because it allows you to just sit with things and just revel in the things that are going well for you now in that moment. And I think that has been such a great lesson for me because I really just sat still. I really looked over and counted my blessings. And it honestly made me emotional just to think about how many blessings I had around me, how many things I was grateful for, and just so many things that are still yet to come, to know that this is just the beginning. But these are the things that I can build with, because gratitude is something that I want to have in every portion of my life. It's something I want to exude. It's something that I want to have not just as a practice, but as a lifestyle. And I'm thankful that I've had that opportunity. So of course, I still am gonna have my songs and everything in the description. Did I save that? I am so sorry. I'm so late in the game. I know I talked about that, but usually I would add up, I would put my little slide up for those who have never seen these type of videos before. But usually if you're ever this far, you're the real loyal ones. Let yourself be known in the comments below. But I usually will talk about highs, lows, and lessons, the things that went well in my life, the things that probably didn't go so well, but then the lessons I've learned between the two of the highs and the lows. And then I also have songs incorporated with what I've learned and what I was just kind of jamming out to. So you kind of know where I was mentally, where my head was that month. And I put songs there too, so you guys can kind of share. It's all about community building, really, because I think it's just all the more better for us to just come together, check in with each other. What are our wins? What are things that we can say? Did the good days really outweigh the ones we weren't so fond of throughout the month? And if they did, let's be grateful for that, and let's keep going and rooting each other on, because community and tribes are very important when it comes to just your overall growth. When you find your tribe, when you find people who are like-minded with you, who are able to root you on for your successes, I believe that is a very powerful thing. And I'm more than willing to do the work to find that community, to build that community. So let me know if that is something that you would like and you would continue to enjoy. I feel really good doing this video, and it has been very uplifting for me. It has been a while since I've been in front of the camera, and I'm hoping to change that very soon. And of course, once you get the updates of September and October, I'm pretty certain that it is going to be different. It's going to be great. And I'm excited because it's always nice to be able to look back over these videos and just see how I've changed, where I was mentally, and how I'm progressing, and how I'm actually really moving in this. This is crazy to think this is my second year doing this type of videos of month reviews, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to see how it continues to expand, and I'm going to work on that. And I have work to do, but at the same time, I have rest to do as well, because my mind has been going a million miles a minute, and I just need to sit with myself and allow myself to really just rest. And that's what I was able to do for August. So even in my birthday month, when I just did little things for myself and being able to just, take in the moments, like even in this, just waking up and being here, it is so much of a blessing for me. And it's just truly phenomenal. And you just can't beat it, and I'm excited to expand on that more in the later months. But for right now, I do want to say thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for being here with me for a whole nother year of monthly reviews, celebrating my birthday, celebrating all of these wonderful accomplishments in my life. Let me know in the comments, what are your wins? Did you have a birthday? When is your birthday? Let's all celebrate it together, and let's continue to build a community that wants to see the best for each other, who wants to see people just do well. So I want to see that, but I want to also just thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will catch up with you guys, and I will do another live. I'll do something so you guys know I haven't forgot about you. I promise you, I have not. I have just been on the go, working on so many projects. I've only told you about one out of many that I'm working on now. However, it is going to come very soon, exactly where I'll be able to show you. I'm working on them. I'll be able to show you guys really soon. But thank you so very much for being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know if you like more videos like this. And also let me know down in the comments, what are some things you want to talk about in this video? What do you think like you would want me to talk about? And we can go from there too. But I will talk to you guys really soon. I love you all so much. Thank you. Bye.